Larry, football is back in Los Angeles as we welcome you inside the StubHub Center in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. To throw here. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! Detroit! Detroit! Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Leopard!
Back to throw now on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. He'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This will be caught at about the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Julio Jones. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets it to Gordon. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Now they'll run it on the toss. A nice little juke. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard. Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landing. Detroit. No. Detroit. Detroit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go now. Blue, landing. Blue, landing.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Garner. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Leopard. Watch it now. Gun.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to slither by. And now spinning away. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Gun. Check. Green 30. No. Watch it now. No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Here we go now. Over.
They'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
No. Check. Patriots. Here we go now. Back down in Philly. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll set up to throw. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left side. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They'll look to set up his blockers. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Hurry up, here we go. Back to Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back to Philly, here we go.
They'll drop the throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. They'll look to throw here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Gone. Leopard.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back out of that Philly. Here we go. Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Looking to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's brought down after a good gain. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report.
Detroit!
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tougher.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And, Charles, a moment that will never be forgotten. You're looking at the new career receiving touchdown leader.
And I love some of these records because a record like this one, you can never talk about it being selfish, because when you score touchdowns, you help your team. And to be the all-time leader in touchdown receptions, what a great feeling he must have at this moment.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you go into that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the silver and black continue to roll. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over.
And the Raiders have got him. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Peterson. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. He's going to float this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Chargers are behind by a large margin, and that's no surprise when you see the turnover numbers. The Raiders are just capitalizing on the mistakes and have opened up a big lead here today. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Midway through the first quarter, the catch is made in double coverage, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown as they take a 7-0 lead. Now midway through the first, here the defense will come up with the pick. Raiders will end up returning it for a TD as they move out in front, 14-0. Midway through the second quarter, the quick pass and completion is
a lightning quick halftime. These guys hardly made it to the tunnel. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 33. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I tell you, you know, at press conferences when you sign guys like this, he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man, it's Allen. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge, getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to get a score back.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Raiders are pouring it on. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going underneath for Gordon. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17.
This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now it's Peterson. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Raiders. 54 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the silver and black continue to roll. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And here's Matt Darr now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer in the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. All right, now, lucky 56. Back to that Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Oakland. And even 60 yards. And partner, the record book for career receiving yardage has officially been rewritten.
And Brandon, it was done not in small passes, but in big chunks all the time. This guy knew how to get downfield, create yardage, and now he sits.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds Douglas complete. And he is knocked down from the side. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throw left side complete. That's Douglas. Call it a gain of 7, and it gives him a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They're going to look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Defense showing blitz. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal.
All right, now look at that. No. Check. Patriots. Set.
Back to throw again. And it's caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game...